So I have slept with 5 women in the last 14 days. Now, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because there's a lesson here. Not just one lesson. There's many lessons here that you can take to your life and improve your dating life, okay? Because for a lot of you guys, you're lonely and maybe you haven't had sex in a while. Maybe you're a virgin. Maybe you feel just frustrated with dating. Maybe you're in a dry spell, okay? A lot of you guys, maybe you haven't had sex for months. And in my channel here, it's a safe space. It's okay to say, I'm a man, I'm an adult, I'm lonely, I want to have sex, I want to have intimacy. And there's so many places where men are shamed, you know? Oh, you know, like if you say, oh, I just want to hook up because I haven't had sex in a while. Oh, then all of a sudden people are like, oh, you're a bad guy. You're a bad guy for wanting to hook up, for wanting to be close to a woman, for wanting to have intimacy. And in my channel, it's okay, it's all right, okay? You're a man, you have desires, you have an instinct. And a lot of you guys don't know how to do it. You don't know how to get a girl, how to actually get to the point of intimacy. And that's what we're gonna talk about in this video today. We're gonna talk about the lessons that I have been using in the last 14 days to help you get the same results, okay? In the last 14 days, I slept with 5 women. But I didn't meet just 5 women. And you gotta really take a look at the numbers to see the type of effort that I was putting in. So I think I spent time with at least 13 or 15 women. I can't tell you how many it was, but I can tell you that I hung out, I don't know what the word is. I hung out with at least 13 to 15 women. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you some of the dates, right? So I had at least 3 cafe dates where I met a girl and we had coffee. So I had 3 girls that I met for coffee, where we spent maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. I was joking with them, I was flirting with them, I was talking with them, and it didn't go anywhere. Like we hung out for a coffee, 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, and that's it. We left, I texted them, they never replied. So that's already 3 girls just gone like that. Then I had 1 girl I went for ice cream with. So I live here in Barcelona and you can see it's hot. It's hot as hell. We're in May and it's hot as hell. So I wanted an ice cream. So I went with an ice cream for an ice cream with a girl. We went to the beach. We hung out for like at least 2 hours. I was kissing her a bit and then I tried to like invite her back to my house. And then she was like, no, I can't come to your house. I just met you, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I said, let's hang out another day. We can do something else. Then I texted her. She didn't reply. So that's yet another girl. It just didn't go anywhere. And then I had 9 girls because I went on some drink dates. So I went to bars and I had 9 girls that came back to my house. Okay, I'm not gonna go into each and individual date because it's gonna be too long, but I had 9 girls that came back to my house. Out of those 9 girls, I slept with 5. Okay, and so time-wise, energy-wise, effort-wise, it was very high for me these last 2 weeks. A lot of girls, it just didn't go anywhere. They didn't reply after the first date, or maybe we kissed a little bit and then they said, oh, they have to go back to their friends. Gone. And a lot of you guys, you're so worried about the approach itself, like walking up to a girl and doing an approach, that you don't realize that that's just the beginning. Like, you're anxious about the beginning. A lot of your first dates, like first meetings, first hangouts, aren't gonna go anywhere, nowhere, at all, like at all. So if you look at my numbers, I think, again, I'm not sure, because me, if I hang out with a girl and it doesn't go anywhere, I kind of forget about her, right? Like if you go and have a coffee with a girl for 2 hours, and then she doesn't reply to your message, I'm already going out with somebody else like a day later or a couple days later. So I'm not really like putting so much emotional weight on the women, right? Which is also a great lesson, because I only care about the girls that where I have progression with, right? And so a lot of you guys, you're like, oh, I went out with Sally, but like, cool, but what did you do with Sally? You just had a walk with Sally, and Sally isn't answering your messages anymore. Bro, she's gone, okay? She's gone, all right? She's gone. So what's progression? A progression is you're meeting again. You're going for a second date, a third date, a fourth date, whatever. You're hooking up. Something's happening. There's some action, okay? So my mind only really like registers those women, because my mind knows from doing cold approach for so long that it actually works like that. You're only gonna close a small percentage of all the women that you meet, and that's very, very key and very, very important. It's very, very important that a lot of dating coaches nowadays need to be honest about it, because yeah, it was 5 women, but like I spent a lot of energy and a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I think in the last 2 weeks I think I spent around 400 euros. I don't know what it's more in dollars, but I think I spent 400 euros. And a lot of you guys are gonna be like, what, 400 euros? Because I wasn't trying to save money, dog. When I went to a cafe, I would look at the menu, I would order everything. I would be like, I want to eat this, I want to have this coffee, I want to, hey, baby, what do you want to drink? What do you want to have? Boom, order whatever you want to order, you know? Like a G. When I went on drink dates, I would have like 3 or 4 drinks myself, and then the girl would have 3 or 4 drinks, and then I would order patata bravas and I don't know, whatever I wanted. Like I wasn't trying to save money, you know? I wasn't like trying to be some guy who's like, I'm just gonna, you know, meet a girl and like eat an apple and relax and see how it goes. No, like I didn't care, I didn't give a fuck. So I think I spent around 400 euros, but mostly I really 60% of that money was spent on myself. You know, that I was eating, I was ordering, I didn't give a fuck at all. I didn't care at all. So that was the finances. And so what's the lesson here? What's the overarching lesson here? The overarching lesson here is a lot of your first meetings aren't gonna go anywhere. And a lot of you guys, you place so much importance on the first meetings. You think, oh my God, I just met this girl and it's, you know, fireworks and this is happening and that is happening. Wait a few days, see if she replies. And I'm telling you, a lot of the girls that you meet on first dates, they're gonna smile, they're gonna look you in the eyes, they're gonna laugh, maybe you're gonna kiss them, maybe you're gonna touch them, maybe they're gonna touch you back, and they are just gone, okay? And so again, in the end, 9 girls came back to my house, and out of those 9, I hooked up with 5, and that was it, my friends. It was a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and personally I enjoyed it. Like it was like a fun challenge, you know, like I wanted to hook up. I was in the mood. I was having the desire to, like, you know, go out and enjoy myself. And now I think my next goal is to take more care of this channel, focus more on actually coaching, right? Because lately a lot of guys have been signing up to my online mentoring program that runs for 2 months. And I also, in June, which is next month, gonna have 3 boot camps. So 3 guys are gonna fly out here to Barcelona and we're gonna work one-on-one. I don't think I'm that interested in just being out all the time, talking to women and hooking up with women and so on. But also I'm gonna make more content. So I have the Ray-Ban glasses, as you guys know, and I wanna do a little bit more content of me talking to women and showing you the beginning, the initial interactions and so on and so forth. And so, again, I wanted to say this, guys. We live in a society where men are shamed for wanting to have sex. Men are, oh, you want to have sex? Oh, you're a bad guy, you know? But we have desires, and men are also sometimes ashamed because they feel lonely. You haven't had sex in a long time. You haven't had intimacy in a long time. You feel lonely. You feel, you know, and a lot of you guys, you're watching those websites. I'm not going to say the word because you can be demonetized on YouTube. But you know, those websites, those adult entertainment websites, a lot of you guys, you're doing, you know what, to yourself, watching those websites. But everywhere around you, in life, there are women. There are women everywhere, walking down the streets, in parks, in beaches. They're everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And a lot of you guys, you're scared to approach. A lot of you guys, you're scared to put yourself out there. But but just know that that's just the beginning. When you're actually dating, it's tons of headaches, like tons of headaches, tons of your hangouts, all those ice creams that you go for with women, and all those coffees and all those drinks. A lot of the times it isn't gonna lead anywhere, because we live in today in a world where women, they are more looking at men from like an experience standpoint. For them, they just enjoy the validation of having a kiss, having a conversation, having a little fun, having a little dance, and so on and so forth. And a lot of girls, they like to leave it at that, you know, like, okay, I'm good now, I got my validation, I got my fix, I'm good now. Okay, especially in this world of apps and constant male attention. And it's just the way that the things work nowadays. Okay, we're not living in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s. Okay, we're living in the age of Instagram and Tinder and Bumble and all of this crap. Okay, but in my opinion, 5 nice girls in 2 weeks is good. It's good, it's nice, and I had a lot of fun. But also, it was a lot of wasted time with the other women, right? A lot of wasted time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort spent, a lot of money spent on myself and the women. I was a bit, you know, I didn't give a fuck, you know. But it is what it is, right? And in this video today, I'm here just to share with you the truth and to give you a little bit of motivation and inspiration, and to tell you that it's okay. A lot of you guys, you need to become your own best friend. You know, like if I'm horny, or if I'm want to hook up, or if I don't know, let's say tomorrow, okay, I want to be monogamous, I only want to be with one woman, I'll do that. I always follow my own intuition. If today I want to hook up, I do that. Okay, if I like a girl, I go for it. Okay, many times in my life I took breaks. I think a lot of guys, they think, oh, this guy's just always meeting women. I mean, sometimes I took 7 months just to chill. Okay, maybe with one woman and just relax. Or sometimes I had a year in my life where I was celibate. Okay, where I on purpose said, I'm not gonna have sex, I'm not gonna watch any adult websites, and I'm just going to focus on working out. I did that, I think it was year 2013. Okay, so 2013. I've done everything. And I think you need to listen to your body, and you need to listen to your intuition, and you need to not listen to society. Okay, society is always going to lead you astray, because you are an individual with your own purpose and goals and mindsets. Me, I think I'm gonna spend less time now focusing on sex, more time focusing on content, more time focusing on traveling, more time just chilling, more time enjoying myself. And I think that's the future for me, my friends. And that's all I wanted to say in this video today. If you're a guy who needs coaching, check out the link at the top of the description. You can book a call with me there. You fill out a formula. It's very, very serious. It's for guys who actually want to level up their dating life. You can see that at the link at the top of the description. And as always, guys, if you like this video, like the goddamn video, comment down below, subscribe, and I see you all my brothers in the next video. Peace.